He was so bad, such a bad precedent. Such a bad president, and precedent was set by having him as a president.
Welcome back to Really American, folks. Donald Trump held another insane rally in Atlanta, Georgia last night, and it was probably one of his most embarrassing and unhinged yet. He humiliated himself time and time again with incessant gaffes like the one you saw there, as well as some insanely racist and transphobic moments that we'll break down as well. But the absolute most devastating and humiliating moment of the whole night was captured in a clip shared by the Midas Touch Network that went absolutely viral and truly shows just how hard Trump is falling off with his own audience. We have that devastating clip coming up in just a bit, but first, let's break down a couple of key moments that may have contributed to the disastrous end result. And each one of these gets so much worse by orders of magnitude. For starters, the night was filled with so many misspoken words and gaffes on Trump's behalf that it still boggles my mind that the media isn't covering how far off the rails this man's cognitive decline clearly is.
She said she was endorsing to fund the police, and she said, violent mobs, let the violent mobs keep going.
Ah, yes, we all remember Kamala's infamous leftist woke liberal calls to defund the place, which I assume is referring to the McDonald's play place, truly the last bastion of American freedom. First they come for your grimy ball pits, then they come for your guns. And it's also a little ironic that the human embodiment of a cartoon mob boss couldn't pronounce the word mobs, seeing as that's the technical term for all the scam businesses and organizations he's ever run. But then things started to take a much weirder turn for the absolute worst. Trump was clearly trying to win some favor from the African American community after his abysmal interview at the National Association of Black Journalists, but the way he tried to make up for that was so cringe and unhinged, it made me squirm just watching it.
President Trump, you saved my college. And I said, how the hell do you know that? She said, this one is so smart, so sharp.
This one? My brother in Christ, it is bad enough you're parading yet another token black person, a woman no less, as some kind of prop to prove you're not a racist, redlining piece of human garbage, but to call her this one and then go on about how smart she is? You are just digging yourself into a deeper hole. But hey, at least it can't get any more unhinged than that, right?
This one is so smart, so sharp. She grabbed me. She gave me a kiss. I said, I think I'm never going back home to the First Lady.
You were supposed to keep that quiet.
See, now, for the average politician, that's death. For me, I don't care.
Ugh, dude, read the friggin' room, my guy. You just had the worst interview ever where you dogged a black journalist for asking you about past racist comments, and you followed up with probably one of the stupidest racist comments of all time, and then you have all this evidence not only of you being an absolute disgusting creep, sexual predator, adulterer, but also flying around buddy-buddy with Jeffrey Epstein and making comments about young girls, one of whom is your own daughter. And I have one more moment before I play you the most devastating and humiliating part of the night for Trump's fragile little ego, where Trump goes on the cringiest, most disgusting, transphobic, and ultimately humiliating rant about the Paris Olympics, which is just the latest non-existent culture war topic for conservative morons to latch onto.
If Kamala Harris gets in, the travesty that is taking place at the Paris Olympics will come to America. Look at the boxers. This young girl from Italy, a champion boxer. She got hit so hard she didn't know what the hell hit her. It's a person that transitioned. He was a good male boxer. Yeah. He was a good male boxer, and she didn't even go down. He hit her with 2 jabs, and she said, I'm out.
And what the former idiot-in-chief is referring to here is Algerian boxer Imane Khalif, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that, who has become the center of the most absurd controversy that completely exposes how stupid and hateful these maggots are, simply for the sake of hate and stupidity. And I think it's best explained through these memes, where first, J.D. Vance tweeted, "This is where Kamala Harris's idea about genders lead to a grown man pummeling a woman in a boxing match. This is disgusting, and all of our leaders should condemn it." To which, thankfully, someone responded, "Khalif was assigned female at birth and isn't trans. Being trans is illegal in Algeria. You're literally attacking a woman simply for being good at boxing. This post is extremely weird."
I didn't know that. You're telling me now for the first time.
And as if all that wasn't bad enough, when he said that young Italian girl, her opponent was Hungarian. So it is clear Trump and his allies just continue to dig themselves into this insane, weird hole that, based on the polls, is losing them ground to Kamala, and based on this final incredible and humiliating clip, is clearly also affecting Trump's base.
Will come to America when we host the Los Angeles Olympics. And by the way, which I was president, we happened to get it. I was the president.
And that, coupled with this picture of his audience deserting him in droves, has got to be the absolute most humiliating thing from that rally for someone like Trump, who, as we all know, cares oh so much about crowd sizes. And it is a little disheartening that that is the thing that's gonna stick with this idiot, rather than being wrong about all those other things or being a blatantly racist, objectifying piece of human garbage. But you know what? A win's a win. So we will keep exposing Trump for all that he is and isn't, and especially when he does it by humiliating himself. Thanks for watching, folks. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you all in the next one.